Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 26th of October 2024. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. All right, I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's Saturday, nearly 1 p.m. in the afternoon, so all good. Sun's out, it's not raining, which is great. Yeah, I don't know if you've caught it during the week. I did a video, I think it was on Thursday, about dollar cost averaging. So if you want to have a look at that video, it's pretty interesting. Sort of, in hindsight, I wish I'd set up some examples that actually didn't work out. It appears the whole 30-minute video is all winning trades, so which is not far from the truth. So, all right, if you do hit the like button, if you do like the video. Please hit the subscribe or the like button as all the vendors suddenly come out when I start my video. No worries. All right, they just had a bit of a pause there. There's just noise, unbelievable outside. Yeah, if you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. Again, they're not the greatest production by any means, so I get that. I'm just trying to get the message across, that's all. So let's get into it. Let's get into the charts. Where are we? All right, this is my watch list on the right. It seems to be getting smaller and smaller. I'm just about to get rid of another pair too. So I might looking at adding another pair somewhere in there. They're highlighting different colors, nothing to worry about too much. Highlighting light blue, it means it's trade or trades on and some action's been taken. By that I mean some trade management. No highlight, no trade. Dark blue, trade on, no action taken. In yellow or orange means there's something I want to talk about in this video, and that's about it. Now, there are no new trade setups for Monday, and there is no new trade management for Monday either. The markets have just been pretty average the last couple of weeks, and I guess it's all leading into the US elections or presidential elections, which are coming up in early November, I believe. I'm actually going to look them all up this afternoon and put a bit of a graphic, few screenshots out there just showing, I'll look at the Euro USD, for example, and just see how it was affected from each previous election, just to give you an idea how the market moves. I guess a lot depends on if the person winning the election was expected or not, a bit like Brexit. They all expected Brexit to fall through, but it was they had a win, so it just created havoc with the pound at the time back in 2016. Not sure who's leading the polls. I've got no idea. I don't follow US politics much. I know who's contesting, obviously, but other than that, I've got no idea. It's a long, drawn-out process, the US elections, that's for sure. So it'd be interesting to have a look. So anyway, in the meantime, the market's going to be pretty crappy up until that point. Keep in mind that the US dollar accounts for 72% roughly of total Forex or foreign exchange transactions. So it's a fair chunk of change. Pardon the pun. All right, let's have a look at it. Aussie Swiss. We're in a sell. It's just gone sideways for a couple of weeks. It's dropped down nicely on Friday. In the meantime, on 24th of October, I moved my stop down. The MACD was below the zero level, as you can see here. So I just had to reduce the risk. The original stop was at 59037. Now it's at 58271. So I've just brought the stop down about 40%, I guess, reducing the risk. There wasn't enough sort of profit to take half or anything like that. The good thing is the last dot on the MACD pattern is a red dot, even though it's below the zero level, which is good. So hopefully this will follow through this bearish candle, and it'll go down lower where I can close half and lock in some profit, put myself in a no-lose position. In the meantime, I've drawn these trend lines. They're only potential hidden bullish divergence forming. Now, if this goes down and down and goes like that, it's no longer valid, just remove them. So, but they're just a bit of preparation, that's all it is. So it's Aussie Swiss, one pair that's actually winning, which is good. So we're all good there. I might as well look at the Aussie, nothing happening. Going to break the previous low by the looks. I drew this blue line across here. There was divergence forming, and here I will be I can delete this line now. It's no longer valid as prices drop lower than that low there. Someone asked me in one of the groups the other day about where I draw my trend lines when it's divergence. It's normally from an extreme point, so across the highs. So with the MACD Platinum, it's normally on a red dot somewhere, so the closest red dot or the closest peak. And even though the red dot's here, there's the peak there. So just across there. There are times I will cut through a trend, for example, price a little bit. Just depends on the market structure and that. But generally with divergences, it's from the peak or the low, the extreme low. So it's pretty common sense. You'll see how they match up. With trend lines, break a trend line, which we'll get to on the Euro USD. If I'm just drawing a trend line across price, it's normally across the bodies of the candles. I don't care too much about these. Like a wick like that, to me, that means nothing. To me, all the action's in here. This is just, I know this is a daily chart, and on a 1 hour chart, that's probably a lot of action. But on a daily chart, that means nothing to me. These little spikes down, even here I've drawn it, but you could probably, this sort of support level is probably more in there, that sort of level there. It's a bit subjective, I get it. As long as you're consistent when you do it, that's the main thing. So nothing happened in the Aussie. It's just falling away nicely. MACD Platinum's below the zero level. Remember, with the MACD Platinum, looking to buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. So that's the zero level, this grey dotted line. So we've got this grey vertical line. It's just a warning line for me. Means the last dot was a blue dot below the zero level, so it puts me in buy mode. But nothing until we get this green QMP filter dot in here. So nothing happening there. BTC, I am actually trading it now, so it's on my charts earlier than usual. We took a sell on the 24th of October here, based on the divergence there. You can see the divergence, the trend line's drawn. There's also resistance at the 70,000 level. If you go back to 70,000 levels, proving to be a tough point, and that's what these green lines represent. These green dashed lines, horizontal, they're major numbers or major points. So in this case with Bitcoin, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. It's been stuck in that sort of range for a while. MACD Platinum's above the zero level, took the sell, regular bearish divergence. Now, I've got a note here, probably an instrument that you may only consider taking buy trades. I'm not sure about Bitcoin. I've been following it for a long time on the charts. It's probably a better chance of making money on the long side. Now, this is just a generalization. I've got no real facts to back me up, but it can turn quickly. It's a volatile instrument, but it seems to be settling down the last year or so. Since a lot of the big funds have taken it on, there's been, ETFs approved for it. So it's settled down on more, you haven't got the speculation like we had back in 2017, 2020, that sort of stuff. Look, it can still move. There's some huge candles, you've still got the big candles, but it's a lot more settled, let's put it that way. So I've taken the sell here and I thought, here we go, it's gone against me. I'm still getting used to my position sizing and the spreads and that, but I've done a bit on the hedge trading with it, and I haven't lost so far on Bitcoin, so we'll see how we go. I'm just trying to get a feel for it. I'm only trading small on a MT5 account, so I'm not sure if like a platform like Binance or Kraken or something like that, Coinbase would be better. Might be better spreads or something like that, less fees. I'm not sure how they work. So I've actually got a Binance account. I've got a Kraken. I've got a KuCoin, but I don't use them all. Binance I use, but all right. Euro Aussie. Now I'm getting rid of the Euro Aussie. It's highlighted in orange. There's a reason for that. I got myself out of the buy trade. So we're in a buy trade from the 7th of October. So that's this one here. Went up, went really nowhere fast. 9th of October here, on the open of this candle, I closed half just because price had gone to the MAs. Then the 23rd of October, which I believe would be in here, down here, got this red dot, which is a sell signal basically. Not a great sell signal, even though there is hidden bearish divergence there. I didn't take it because I'm getting out of this pair. Hindsight, I'm glad I didn't take it. So I closed the remaining buy there, so all out for a small profit on that. And I'm removing this pair from my list. I've got the Aussie USD, and they tend to move together. Very similar, just inversely, so there's no use having both. It's making my list a little bit small, so I might look at adding another pair somewhere. So just bear with me, but the Euro Aussie's gone. Hence, I didn't take that sell, and I'm not looking at hedging or anything like that. I'm trading into my hedging. The Euro Aussie, I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I am. But not on this one. So it's gone. It's out for a small profit on that buy. Euro Swiss, nothing happening. Look at this. Just sideways action for about 3 weeks there. And look at all this, look at all this beautiful moves. Even that's a half decent move. Then we get here when I add it to my watch list. Murphy's Law, sideways. Absolutely rubbish. Look at that. Hugging the zero line on the MACD Platinum. After all these beautiful moves, just wait for me to add it to the watch list. All right, Euro USD. Caused me a little bit of grief. Not all bad, though. Not all bad. So let's go through it. Highlight in orange. All right, first thing. We're still on a sell signal from the 2nd of October. So here. Nice double top. Took the sell. It was a high-risk trade. Eventually moved the stop down to here now. Can't lose. There's all my trade management. So all good there. This level here is the 1.100, big round number. See how it got sort of hit, spiked up there, touched it, came down, had another go, spiked, got up, come down, support, up, and went straight through it. All right, now I took a buy in here. It's 21st of October, there's buy here. You see the green QMP filter dot there? Took the buy, had my stop here. Thought it was a pretty good setup at the time. It was hidden bullish divergence, albeit a little bit ugly. Now, it got stopped out for a full loss on the 23rd of October. So that's this one here, this candle. Just spiked down, took me out. Where's my stop? 107739. How low to go? Let's just have a look. Low 107. Let's see. I'm not even reading what. 73.9. And it went low as 61.2. So 12 pips. Went 12 pips below my stop. Now there was I think there was some banter about I had my stop too close. Yeah, but where do you put it? Like, if it took me out by 1 pip or 50 pips, still take my stop out. It's very subjective where you put your stop. In this case, I probably, in the wrong spot, but how low do you go, sort of thing. But I think what the argument was that it should have been below this low here, and in hindsight, that's probably a fair call. So let's just tidy things up a little bit here. We'll do this as a support level because I think price is sort of at it now, and So what we got now is, so this trend line was drawn, and here I talk about a trend line across the bodies of the candles. Stopped out on that buy, drew this trend line, and on Thursday had this nice bullish candle. It broke the trend line, closed above it, so I took another buy then. So that's what this one is. Friday, 25th of October, new buy. Slightly higher risk trade due to market structure, lower lows, etc. But second attempt at this buy. Signal still valid because there's no red dot, no QMP filter red dot, so it's still a buy. And there was hidden bullish divergence followed by regular bullish divergence. Now, and I did mention this in one of my conversations in one of the groups. I probably should have waited one more day. In hindsight, that's probably going to prove me right because Friday it just dropped again. So I probably should have given it one more day to be a clear break of this trend line. I went maybe a little bit early, but it's just a decision I made at the time. I've got to live by it. Stop for this new trades down here, which is in the wrong spot. Where is it? I'm going to mark that up, make sure that's right. 10497. Make sure it's on the right blue vertical line, that was all. So yeah, stops there. So hopefully it'll hold, this support level will hold. But as I said, US elections come up. Who knows? MACD's a long way below the zero level. Yeah, all right. Time will tell. But in the meantime, I'm still in this sell, so it's not the end of the world. I'm helping offset a little bit of my losses, and hopefully, if it keeps on falling down, takes out this stop, I can drag this stop on the sell down. It's not ideal, but it's better than losing completely. So that's when it pays off to trade both directions, just for a bit of protection, a bit of insurance, like buying insurance for your house. You're not hoping your house burns down, but when it does, you can cash in on your insurance. That's the plan anyway. All right, pound CAD, highlighted in orange. Yeah. Took a buy in here. It's a good setup. I like this setup. Took a buy, popped up a few days, then we had this big bearish candle. And when did I close it? 11th. I actually closed it before that bearish candle. Took the buy on the 11th. 24th I closed it. All right. 24th. I closed this trade. 23rd. Yeah. I can just read my notes instead of looking. Had an opposite QMP filter dot. Took the close on this open candle here. Took a small loss. So instead of taking the full loss to here, which wouldn't have happened, I took a loss from here. So I've cut my loss by about 2/3. And then as soon as I closed it, 2 bullish candles. Murphy's Law again. So it's just one of those weeks where nothing seems to be going right. So we're out of this trade and looking for a new buy setup. There's a blue dot on the MACD pattern below the zero level, hence the grey vertical line. It's a warning signal. But in the meantime, I got out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could have done much different. You don't know. Once you get that sell signal, it didn't take out the previous high. You just think it's going to fall down. Who knows? It's been a steady uptrend. Yeah, all right. But we're looking for another buy. So it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't a huge loss, but it was a loss, and it's gone back in the original direction straight from the get-go. One of those things that happen. One thing or two I want to remind you of, I do all these trade setups I do take or do call in the group. Keep in mind I'm not a trade signal provider, so don't just follow me blindly. All the trade signals, I do take a trade screenshot of them and post them in the JAGfx Facebook group and Telegram channels. So everyone's more than welcome to join them. Any trade management's also called and put in my daily update. Now, for me, the new daily candles at 4 a.m. local. I'm in Cambodia. That's 5 p.m. New York time. I don't get out of bed at 4 a.m. I get out of bed I got my alarm set for 6:30. So 2.5 hours later. Not much happens. That's the early Asian session. Not much happens. So generally I don't miss out on too much. Sometimes even I get a better fill, sometimes a slightly worse fill. Pretty close to where it closes. But I'm just trying to tell you that I don't call the trades after the fact other than 2.5 hours, but it's daily charts. It's not as if I'm trading on the 5-minute charts. So yeah, everyone's more than welcome to join those groups. The link should be in the description of the video, or everyone should have them anyway. If they're not, just ask. All right, pound yen, highlighted in orange. Yeah, got stopped out this too. This is a bummer. All right, let's go back. We're in this buy still from here. So the 18th of September, we're in this buy. Nice support level there. And it's gone up, and I'm dragging my stop up. My stop's up here. So I'm locking in profit. Can't lose on that. In the meantime, I took this sell on the 17th of October. That'd be in here. Nope, that's wrong. Try again. And I don't think I've updated this. All right. This one, 30th of September, I took this sell, and it's just basically got against me right from the get-go. 23rd of October, stopped out for a full loss. Bummer. Still in this buy trade. 24th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 25th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 26th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 27th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 28th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 29th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 30th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 31st of October, stopped out for a full loss. 31st of October, stopped out for a full loss. 32nd of October, stopped out for a full loss. 33rd of October, stopped out for a full loss. 34th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 35th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 36th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 37th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 38th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 39th of October, stopped out for a full loss. 40th drew this trend line across the lows. The signal was still valid, same as the euro. Signal was still valid. Closed below it in here. Closed below it. Took another sell. This is this one, 17th of October. Murphy's Law. MACD Platinum's heading down. Price heads up. Took my stop out. Stopped out for another full loss. So 2 full losses, which the euro is probably heading the same way, euro USD, but the yen did it. And again, I'm in this buy that I'm going to hopefully trail this stop up. And now we've got regular bearish divergence forming, I've drawn a second trend line, which is not really necessary because we've now got get rid of it just to clutter up the chart. We've now got a green QMP filter dot anyway, so there's no need for it. Just wait for another sell signal. I'm expecting the MACD might turn up a little bit, and then we'll try and get another sell and see if we can recover some of these losses here. And hopefully, if not, and it keeps on going up, we'll just keep on trailing the buy up. Keeping in mind we're out of the sells, so we've cut our losses short, I guess you can say, even though we're going, yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those weeks, a couple of weeks, nothing seems to be going right. So we're out of 2 yen sells. And like I said, I just leave these all on the charts for you guys and girls to have a look, see what's happened, see where the stop's been taken out. Once the video's done, I'll go back and tidy up all these charts and remove all these losing trades. So not to depress me anymore. Pound USD. Highlight in orange means something happened. All right, this buy. Took a buy on the 14th of August. That'll be in here somewhere. Just look down here, 14th of August. Went against me initially, but then nicely went up. Came back, got up higher. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed with myself in the pound. I seem to have troubles locking in profit. I get these huge moves. I've done it a few times. Seems to be the pound, it just has such nice clean moves that I can't seem to get a stop in a better place. And I might try and get a little bit more aggressive with the stop placement. See, this buy here was stopped out eventually. That's what I'm getting to eventually on the 23rd of October. So on this candle here, this one, definitely. Close on that one, definitely on this one. But I've only locked in on the second half that much profit. And the first half wasn't much more profit, So, and it's gone all the way up here. Probably, as soon as I get the sell, I could have looked at dragging the stop up here even or something like that. In hindsight, again, I don't know. It's just an error on my part, not getting aggressive enough with the stop placement. But it's a double-edged sword. If I did it, then I might go, oh, that was too aggressive. So it's just one of those things. But the good thing is, it wasn't a loser, so we're out on the buy for a win. So that just leaves me with this sell from the 2nd of October. And it's come down nicely, and I can't lose on that. You can read my trade management. As soon as it got to after this big bearish candle, moving averages, price touched the moving averages, profit, lock in half, drag the stop down, then one more stop movement down on the 15th, move the stop down. And again, I'll look to move my stop down even tighter. I want to lock in some profit. As I said, get more aggressive. So at least on the pound USD, we're doing okay. Maybe errors in hindsight, but not losing trades, which is a good thing. New Zealand CAD, nothing happening. Probably just waiting. I could extend this blue line across a bit. Okay, remember this is the one I'm having a bit of trouble with regards, I didn't get this red dot here. So I'm watching another watch list or MT5 for a buy signal presents here. But I'll let you know when it happens. And I'll even switch to another chart to show you it did happen. MACD Platinum's below the 0 level, blue dot on the MACD Platinum below it, hence the grey vertical line, warning signal looking to buy, but in the meantime it tried to make an effort, but then just dropped down. Silver, XAG USD, I'm in a buy. Now this was, I'll just move all this crap across here, show you what happened. Right, took this sell here, got stopped out on this candle here, bummer. Then we've got this hidden bullish divergence. Now, it wasn't a bad setup because prices come back to the moving average. And I went through all this last week. Prices come back to the moving average. And it's in an uptrend. but that's a big candle and it's a big stop. So it did take off nicely a couple of days. Well, after 2 days, it took off nicely with this buy. But then the day later, it just went completely reverse back to the entry. Now it's sort of hovering around my entry. The MACD platinum looks like it's rolling over. There's regular bearish divergence potentially forming there. I don't know, maybe it'll come back to this, what was resistance. You see resistance several times, may become support. That's a common sort of theme amongst the support and resistance followers. Who knows? So it may come down. I may stay on this trade. I may just, even if I've got a reverse signal here, I might take the sell and stay in the buy. Just sort of hedge my bets a little bit. This is not hedging, but just to give myself, and I might look at bringing the stop up tighter, reduce the risk on the buy. Just got to give it a couple of days and see what happens here. It looks like it's a bit undecided. You know, we've basically opened and closed at the same price on Thursday, and on Friday pretty much the same again. So there's an indecision there. Right, next two are just more for curiosity. US dollar against these 6 currencies here. So I'll actually, when I go and compare the presidential elections, I'll have a look at the Euro USD and I'll have a look at the US dollar. That's probably a better gauge. They probably do the same. They're very inversely correlated. So yeah, we're just heading up slowly here. Divergence, hidden bearish divergence, once, twice. So that for me would be a good hedging. Take the sell. If you didn't get out, stayed in, take the hedge buy and just wait for another sell. US stock market, US 500. Last signal was this sell signal a few days ago. It's come up to the previous high, struggled to break through. I think this was mentioned last week, and it just hasn't gone through it. And the usual story, the normal regular bearish divergence, trends going up. You see just, it's a pattern to it. It's that pattern. Where it's going to go, who knows? Again, US elections coming up. All right, that's it for the videos, boys and girls. The video, not videos. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. Again, thanks for watching. If anyone's got any questions or anything like that, hit me up at any of the channels. I'm normally on the laptop. Generally, I only have Sunday off, normally nursing a giant hangover, where I just watch Netflix and catch up on sport. Yeah, but if you hit, here I go again. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. Stay safe wherever you are, and thanks for watching. Cheers.